she's screaming at.
Right.
And then boom, I got hit going 45 miles per hour. Kid was high.
Wow.
Cops were right there because they were going to pull him over anyway. And then I went airborne.
Holy.
Fell to the ground. I didn't know what hit me. I didn't know what hit me. So I got right back up, walked to my mom, and I said, that was fun. I want to do it again. And then passed out again immediately.
All right, guys, we got Lisa here from Tampa, right?
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm from New Jersey, but I live in Tampa now.
Yeah. You mentioned you got family in Bridgewater where I grew up.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Small world. I've never heard that, by the way.
No?
No. Because Bridgewater's kind of like a random town in Jersey.
Yeah, it's close to like a lot of like Raritan. It's over there. Yeah.
Yeah. And you did some work with the Yankees, right?
Yeah. Yeah. In-game stadium host.
That's awesome.
For spring training in Tampa, Florida.
How did all that happen?
So basically in college, you know, I wanted to get an internship, like junior year, like that. And I've always grew up loving the New York Yankees. And when I found out the spring training was in Tampa, Florida, I was like, wow, this is perfect. I have to get involved. So I got an internship there, and then it all started right from that. I started growing. I started getting new opportunities, worked in the broadcast booth, directing, doing audio, camera, every position. I did show control, operating all the advertisements on the board for spring training, and met a lot of great people.
Brilliant. I didn't know they did their training in Tampa. I guess because it's warmer out there.
Yeah. It's hot. It gets really hot.
Yeah. New York's freezing, so that makes sense.
We got the best pizza, though, in New York.
Oh, yeah. There's no debate. Some people say Connecticut, but I don't know. I've never tried it, so I can't speak from experience, but New York's got to be tough to beat.
Yeah, the water. It's all because of the water.
Yep. They have machines in Vegas that create New York water for pizza out here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have to try it out.
Yeah, Prince Street Pizza. That's probably my favorite spot out here.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Prince Street. How do you think you were able to climb the ranks so quickly with the Yankees? Because you just leveled up so quick, right?
Yeah, it's all about, you know, networking and talking to as many people as possible. And I feel like my energy and my motivation to want to grow at, you know, like a fast pace helped me get to where I'm at today.
East Coast mentality.
Yeah. Northeast.
Northeast specifically, yeah. We got that work ethic,
Yeah.
that chip on our shoulder. Because when I moved out here, people aren't the same.
People are just slow. They don't care, and they're in la la land sometimes.
Yeah, it took me a while to get used to it. I mean, I don't know. It's not my vibe. Like, I can literally talk to someone and know what they're going to answer. Like, I'm talking to myself, basically.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to get satisfied and to settle, so I'm always wondering, like, what's next?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you at every Yankees game now?
Not every Yankees game, but I do work for the Yes Network, covering the social media for the Yes Network, the Yes app, everything streaming, Yankees, Brooklyn Nets, like that. And I do all the social media. I don't work every single game, but a lot of them I do.
Nice. Who do you think the best Yankee player of all time is?
Oh, wow. The best of all time. That's a hard question.
It is. You're going to get some hate no matter what you say.
There are so many incredible Yankee players out there. I personally have to say, I've never seen him myself or met him personally, but Thurman Munson is probably the closest connection that I would have because I was a part of an off-Broadway play called The Bat Boy with my really good friend, family friend, Ray Negron, who works for the New York Yankees, who is very close with George Steinbrenner. And he taught me everything about that time period, you know, Reggie Jackson, all those guys, Catfish Hunter, all those guys. And I had to play the role of Diana Munson. So, yeah, that was very challenging because I had to cry live in front of veterans suffering with PTSD.
That's tough.
So to put myself in that character, in her shoes, losing your husband in a crash, a helicopter crash, that was, I couldn't imagine, like, getting that phone call.
Right.
So I had to break down and actually feel her emotions, and yeah.
That's tough. I don't think I could cry on demand like that, especially in front of an audience. Props to you for doing that.
Thank you. Yeah, it wasn't easy. I had to think of something really sad. I had to imagine, like, I kind of put myself in the mindset of, like, imagine I got the phone call my father passed away or something like that to make myself cry.
Wow.
Yeah.
So are you wanting to get into acting full time eventually?
Yes, I love acting. It's amazing.
Any genres you gravitate towards?
Honestly, anything. You know, I could put myself in any character and be successful.
That's impressive. To wear a lot of hats, you got to be skilled.
Yeah.
Because some people kind of fit one acting persona their whole career.
Yeah, then you limit your success.
Right.
You never want to say no to opportunity, you know, and it's cool because you get to figure out your full potential. Like, when you try different things and you put yourself in different shoes, you learn about the character. And that's what helps you, you know, perform well.
Who are some actors, actresses that you really look up to? You think they're the best in their game?
Chaz Palminteri. I'm really old school. I love the movie The Bronx Tale. And My Cousin Vinny, Joe Pesci, Marissa Tomei killed it in that film. She was awesome. Yeah, there's so many movies.
I gravitate towards the older movies than the newer ones.
Me too.
I feel like it's lost its touch almost. I feel like it's too, I don't know if there's too much money involved or something, but it just loses the message almost.
Yeah, it's almost like, the old school is like real. It's not filtered.
It's more relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I used to love horror movies, but I get too many nightmares from them now, so.
Yeah, scary movies aren't really my thing.
Yeah, I take a step back from those.
I like The Vow, too, with Channing Tatum. The romance movies. That was based off a true story, too. It was
really?
Good.
Yeah, Tatum in his prime. Yeah, he was good. Man. 21 Jump Street.
Oh, yeah, I've seen
Classic.
that one. That one's good.
Seen that like 10 times. So you had a near-death experience?
Yes.
What happened?
April 20th, 2006.
420.
Yeah, 420.
Were you high?
No, but the driver was.
Oh,
the driver that hit me was high.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I got hit by a black Mustang going 45 miles per hour. And it really changed my life in that moment because I felt like I got everything taken from me when I blacked out. That experience really opened up my eyes. When I got hit, so basically my sister, Gina, she had soccer practice and, me and my mom, my sister, we went to go to Burnett Barbecue in Union, New Jersey. And as we were exiting, the restaurant, we parked across the street. So, little me, I was about, 9, something like that. I'm in the middle of the street. My mother screams, "Stop!" As loud as she can. And I'm wondering, like, what is she yelling at? What is she yelling at? If you heard your mother scream, "Stop," you would want to turn around and be like, what is she screaming at?
Right.
And then, boom, I got hit going 45 miles per hour. Kid was high.
Wow.
Cops were right there because they were going to pull him over anyway. And then I went airborne.
Holy.
Fell to the ground, hit my head, my tooth. I didn't know what hit me. I didn't know what hit me. So I got right back up, walked to my mom, and I said, "That was fun. I want to do it again." And then passed out again immediately.
Holy
my sister
crap.
ran to the neighbor's house, kicked the door open, stole the phone, called the police. I had everyone and their brother coming around me looking down like, "Oh my God, is she okay? Is she okay?" Screaming in my face. I had no clue what happened. I had to be told that I got hit by a car.
Wow. It just happened so fast.
Happened so fast. When you're in the street and you see a car coming at you, you would probably think to yourself like, "Oh, maybe I'll just jump up or maybe I'll just try to avoid it." That thought doesn't come to your head at all. You don't even think car. Like you don't know what happens.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you don't even have time to process it. Because you didn't even see the car, right?
No.
It was behind you?
Never saw the car. It came out. It was like a road straight and then it came like on a circle and then he just was speeding. He was getting pulled over as he hit me.
And you were 9 years old?
Yeah, it was about like 9. Yeah, April 2006, something like that. Yeah.
That is crazy. So you had a massive concussion. Did you have brain damage?
No, I was lucky. It was a miracle.
Oh, nothing?
No. So basically, when I blacked out, right, I went to some place. I don't know where I went. I have no clue where I went. But I wasn't dreaming, and I didn't exist. I didn't exist. That's terrifying. That is terrifying. All these people talk about these problems they have in the world or, dealing with this and that. And when you want to talk about problems, imagine your whole life gets taken from you in 1 second. You're never going to see your mother again. You're never going to see your sister, your brother, your cousins, your uncles, your aunts. You're never going to see them again. When I woke up, the only thing I thought about was, where are they? Where is my family? Because I was terrified. I thought I was never going to see them again. Nothing else mattered.
Wow.
Money, dinner that night, nothing mattered in the world. I just wanted to see them one more time because I was so nervous that if I was never going to see them again.
That's deep. Yeah, at that age to have that experience is crazy.
Yeah.
There's actually a book on near-death experiences, and people describe something similar where they feel like they go to a place and then they come back.
It really shaped me, to be mentally tough and really strong.
Yeah,
For
I bet. So you and I grew up in a space where social media kind of became prominent, right? In high school, I think Instagram came out for us.
Yeah.
And now you're kind of seeing the mental toll it's taking on people and all this cyberbullying and things. I feel like it started off with great intentions, and I feel like it's taking a turn. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. Social media is an illusion of your best life that you're living. Nobody's going to sit there and post every day about how hurt they are from relationships, they lost their job, someone in their family or friend died, no one's going to talk about that. They're going to show you the perfect lifestyle that they imagine themselves to have.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't realize, because they find themselves comparing a lot because of social media to people's Instagram. And that's not the guy's life or the girl's life.
Yeah, it's all fake. And then people actually start to believe it. That's what's crazy. It mentally ruins people, especially young kids.
Yeah.
They feel like they're not good enough to compete at a high level because of this post that has 20K likes, which is, sometimes people just even buy their likes.
Yeah.
Realistically. Some people they don't naturally, organically grow their social media.
Right.
Yeah,
you shouldn't. Yeah, I don't like when people compare followers or likes. I don't think that's how you should compare value or whatever.
There'll be people, like probably in high school too, the kids nowadays, they'll be like, oh, I got all these followers and, I got this and that. But sometimes it comes down to who follows you.
Yeah, you see that with the TikTokers.
Maybe you have 100 bots following you.
Yeah.
Or maybe you got 3 guys who will conquer the world that follow you. Those 3 are more valuable.
It's a dangerous game to have that influence on your ego, having followers.
Yeah,
a lot of kids fall for that.
Yeah, so it's about who follows you, what you value, and how you want to grow.
Right.
That's how you should surround your circle with.
Yep. Quality over quantity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that mindset. So the mental trauma from that incident, did that affect you for years after? It might even still affect you now, right?
I look at it as a good thing. I'm so lucky to be alive. And I am inspired to teach young people, people of all ages, to be tough, to be mentally tough, because what you're worrying about, what you're hurting about, it's only temporary. It's only a certain part of your life, this problem, or whatever you're going through in your life. Everybody's got a story. Every single person has a story. You're the author of your own story. I always like to say that. And basically, I just want to inspire people to be the best versions of themselves and just to not worry about that short, rough patch you're going through, because it's going to get better and it's going to even motivate you to be better.
Right.
Whatever bad happens in your life, it could turn into something good. Like when you're doing archery, you're pulling the arrow back, right? Bam, boom, boom, you're going back, boom, and it launches into something great. That's how you got to look at those problems in your life.
Great mindset. I wish I had it when I was in high school, getting bullied and stuff.
Yeah, you know, it happens a lot, but you got to put your foot down.
Yeah.
You got to stick up for yourself.
Yeah, I had victim mentality growing up. Did you have that too?
I came up like in an Italian household, father's always hard on me, and I love that. I love, having a hard core family structure. I had a really good support system, so I was raised like that, to be mentally tough and to not take from anybody.
That's important, family, yeah. So the guest before you just said 90% of all violent crimes are committed by a single parent household, a child of that environment.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so family is super important, and it's something people are kind of getting away from, getting married and family. Divorce rates at 60%.
Yeah.
So the fact that you had that, I think, helped you a ton.
Yeah, sometimes too, like for those people going through divorce, it's better to be alone than in the wrong relationship. So you got to work on yourself, work on healing yourself.
Right.
And the traumas that you deal with. It's very important, because then that will open the doors for how you become successful. You write your own future. You could either be stuck in this mindset of, this happened to me, and feel sorry about yourself, but guess what? Time still goes on.
Yep.
You can't control time. There's not a remote controller that you could purchase, that you could pause life or do this and that. You decide, your decision.
Right.
Yeah.
Other than that Adam Sandler movie, Click, I think.
Oh, Click, yeah.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Except for that.
Yeah. Shout out to Adam Sandler, man. That's my favorite actor.
Yeah?
Yeah. And he still looks the same. It's crazy.
I know, it's insane.
His genetics are nuts. I still watch all his new Netflix movies now. And he's still the same dude. That's respect.
I'm going to have to ask him, his routine.
I know,
he eats
right?
every day.
He's taking some stem cells or something. Are you big on health and wellness, mindset, stuff like that?
Health is wealth. Health is wealth. If you don't have that, you have nothing.
Absolutely. And I think it's important to share that for people our age too, because I was neglecting it like in my 20s, teenage years, but I'm starting to feel some pain now. And I'm only 27.
Yeah, it's really important to focus on your body. You know your body better than anyone else. Someone could, like in the gym, someone could show you how to do something a certain way, but if it doesn't work for you, then it's not going to help you,
Right. And you were a pro soccer player, right? So
yeah,
health was super important for you.
Yeah, it's important to stretch, stay hydrated, take care of your body, listen to your body, If you have like a cramp here, you got to roll it out. You got to be on top of it.
Yeah.
For sure.
What position were you?
Forward and midfield.
So you were scoring.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I was very aggressive player.
Okay. You were causing some fights?
Yeah. I've got many yellow cards in my career.
Damn. Any red cards?
No, actually, which is crazy.
Okay.
Anyone that knows me would say like they're surprised.
So you could control that kind of emotional, because I feel like when you get a red card, it's an emotional reaction almost.
Yeah, you never want to drop down to that level. You gotta, be the better person on the field. Never entertain, especially when you're doing good, when you're scoring, when you're playing good. People get mad.
Absolutely.
It's not even on the soccer field, in general, in life. Yeah,
especially in soccer though, because you're scoring in front of their face, so they feel like you're better than them. So
when you're successful and you're doing good in life, you get more eyes on you.
Yeah,
bigger camera on you.
Sure.
Everybody's watching, so people are going to critique and they like to talk because they're bored with their own lives.
Yeah, but I don't value their opinions. If you're like that,
then you're smart.
Yeah, but it's easy to. It's definitely easy to fall victim to comments and people's opinions. But then you look at their profile and it's like some random dude.
Yeah, people who struggle with that, my best advice is it's a waste of time, right? So like you got to prioritize what's important to you, what's not. Your time is very valuable. You know, what you focus your energy on and what you're reading, what you're scrolling through on social media, is that going to help you? That's what everybody in the world should ask themselves. What I'm looking at right now, do I value this? Is this going to help me?
For sure.
If not, it's a waste of time and you're better off doing something else.
Yep, a lot of mindless scrolling these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at people's screen time. I think if I had to guess, the average scroll time for people in our age group's got to be above 6 hours a day.
Yeah, I mean, they even track it too on the phone. I think you can like see
the
you
screen
could see time.
It's nuts.
That's insane.
Some people do 10 hours a day.
Don't your eyes hurt?
For real. Like,
take the blue light off in your phone if that's the case.
Yeah. No, for real. Those blue light blockers help me sleep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use those at night, actually.
That's good.
There's a setting on your phone, too, for it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are you working on these days?
So basically, I launched my own company called Mission Mindset, and I motivate people and guide them to be successful. So whatever you want to do in life, you can call me, and I could help you succeed in life.
I love that. So mindset coaching?
Yeah. Mindset coaching.
It's a big struggle right now.
Life guidance coach, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. A lot of mental health problems right now. It's at an all-time high.
Yeah. Especially too for athletes specifically, because I coached at IMG Academy. I don't know if you ever heard.
No, I have. That's
IMG.
the top high school in the country, right?
Yeah. Very great academy.
Yeah.
Coach. I met kids from all over the world. It's amazing because if I don't even speak their language, it's cool because they still all share something in common. Like everybody, you don't have to speak the same language to love soccer or football or baseball or swimming or whatever it is. You know.
Oh, so some of them don't even speak English?
Some kids don't speak English.
Wow.
Because they're from all over the country.
So they're recruiting the best of the best.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, because they're always good at, I think, football, right?
Yeah.
IMG. Yeah, I always see them on YouTube.
But it's a good environment. It's a really healthy environment. Everyone wants to get better every single day, you know, in the classroom, on the field, whether they want to play professionally, on the national team or whatever. You get like a bunch of pro teams coming. We just saw, we saw NYC, Red Bull. They were all training for preseason there. And it's a good environment to surround yourself with. Do
you see these kids under a lot of pressure? Like, do they feel like there's an intense amount of pressure on them because they want to make a living out of sports?
Yeah, that's what's being an athlete's all about, is pressure. If you can't handle pressure, you're not going to be a good athlete, because an athlete goes through a lot under pressure. You're going to be, for instance, on the soccer field, you know, someone's pressuring you, going up against you. You're going to have to like really make smart decisions and, you know, put your heart and soul into the sport. You got to play with heart.
Right. And that's something that's not talked about, because you could have two athletes, same skill level, but one just folds under pressure, right? And then the other one thrives under pressure. And you see that in basketball with people that take buzzer beaters. And that's what separates a great athlete from just a normal one.
Yeah, I like to tell people great athletes apply personality to their performance.
I love that.
So when you're working under pressure, think to your personality.
Yeah.
Have fun. You're there to have fun too. You love the game. That's why you're there.
Yeah.
No one's sitting there with a gun to your head. You got to play this game. You got to do this now. You're there because you're either good at it, you love it, or you're passionate about it. It's a passion. It all starts with a passion.
Yep. One of my regrets is I didn't have a father figure growing up. I folded under pressure, and I was really good at sports. I ran a mile in 4:40, half mile in 1:59.
That's awesome.
But just pressure, man, and like I folded, and I didn't have that guidance. But I was a really good athlete. But if I had a coach like you, honestly, it would have helped.
Oh, thank you.
For real. Like people don't talk about the mental side of sports.
Yeah.
They just focus on like training and getting better physically, but there's a whole other side to it.
Yeah, definitely. People operate differently too, like under pressure. But you just have to remind yourself like why you even started in the first place. Or, you know, a lot of people have a chip on their shoulder. They work for something, or something like triggers them, And that's what I would bring out in my performance too. Like when I'm on the soccer field, I have so much energy. It's insane. I would never think twice to be like, oh, I'm tired or this and that, because I was so engaged in what I was doing. I was so engaged. I wanted to win. I wanted to be the best, the fastest person on the team. I was always number one in fitness in a lot of my fitness tests. And
Nice.
I like to set the bar high. You know, I like to be an inspiration to people.
Yeah.
A lot of times I think like, you know, if you don't even like me, I still inspire you to go another direction.
Yeah, I love that. How long were you a pro for? Because you're still really young.
Yeah, so I played in Tampa Bay for like a year, and then basically coached IMG Academy with all the younger kids after that.
So you liked coaching more than playing?
That's tough. I like them both. You know, there's nothing like putting your cleats on, your shin guards on, and wearing a jersey. You know, being a part of something that's greater than yourself is unbelievable.
Absolutely.
And it's an honor.
What do you do outside of coaching?
Outside of coaching, I'm a big foodie.
Same.
Foodie person.
Italian?
Yes, I'm all Italian.
Love Italian.
Sicilian.
Okay. I'm more thin crust, but I could vibe with it.
Love food. Love going to restaurants, trying new things. I love traveling, and just living life. You know,
Traveling's important. You learn a lot traveling.
Yeah, you really do. Going different places, being open-minded, and learning about people who are from the area is actually really interesting.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits of sports, getting to travel, actually.
Yeah.
Experiencing cultures and learning about the world, because you get locked in your own town for 20 years without traveling sometimes.
Well, the more you travel, the more opportunities get given to you. You know, you open up a lot of doors when you travel. Sure.
Were you part of NIL launched a few years ago? Did you get NIL money, or was that kind of before?
The NISL, yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, because that launched when you were kind of starting college, or?
It was like a whole like discussion, but it was finalized afterwards. Yeah.
Now the money's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, there's women basketball college players making millions. I just saw one sign a deal with Nike for $28 million.
Yeah.
I think Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's awesome, honestly.
Yeah, it's cool to see, because before college athletes were broke, they weren't getting paid.
Yeah, it's been a whole like problem.
NCAA kept every single dollar. I mean, think about when you were playing college; they kept everything.
Yeah, everything.
Crazy.
It's crazy rules too. You know, I went to 3 universities. I played soccer at the University of Hartford in Connecticut, Palm Beach Atlantic University in West Palm Beach, and the University of Tampa. So, you know, NCAA, there was all these rules where if you transfer, you have to sit out a year or 2 years. Yeah, I appealed it for in conference for Palm Beach Atlantic and the University of Tampa.
Wow.
So that was another, you know, thing I had to go through at Palm Beach. I had to make sure I could play right away after when I went to Tampa.
I wonder why they'd want to make you sit a year for transferring. That sounds weird.
It's weird. I think it's because it was the same conference.
Oh, so you had intel.
But that didn't discourage me, you know?
Okay.
I still knew what I wanted, and I went and got the job done. A lot of kids nowadays will sit there and say to themselves, oh, it's hard. Or that takes time.
Yeah.
Then you don't care that much.
Man, I love your mindset. It's infectious. I love it. Lisa, where can people find you and learn more about your coaching and everything?
So my Instagram's Lisa Caps. Lisa_Caps, CAPS. And you could DM me if you're interested in a motivational mindset call for Mission Mindset.
Cool. We'll link it below. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for watching, guys, as always. See you tomorrow.